I'm going to give you the 4 biggest misconceptions when it comes to meditation. Misconceptions that lead people never to try meditation in the first place, or to give it a shot and think almost immediately that they have somehow failed. Misconception number 1. Meditation is strictly an Eastern spiritual practice. While meditation absolutely has its roots in Eastern spiritual practices, it also has roots in Western Christian contemplative practices. But meditation can also be purely a mental health practice, and that's where my personal journey with meditation started. I had lost my father to suicide. I was dealing with depression and social anxiety for 20 some years, and saying I was dealing with it is actually being quite generous, because I was doing everything I could to avoid my mental health struggles. But having seen how that worked out for my father, I knew I needed to switch things up. I knew I needed a change, and so I started meditating. And it had nothing to do with Eastern or Western spiritual or religious practices. I just needed to get this thing in a healthier place. Ultimately, it absolutely became a spiritual practice for me, but it doesn't have to be. It can be whatever serves you. Misconception number 2. To meditate, you have to sit like a Zen pretzel with a cross-legged posture. I tried to do that my first day of meditation. I crossed my legs, I sat up in a perfect posture, and I lasted a minute. And I decided that I needed to lie down flat on my back. I had to set meditation apart from everything else in my life. My perfectionism had made me sort of become a perfect kind of nothing. If I couldn't do something perfect, I wasn't going to do it at all. Thankfully, I did set meditation apart, and I didn't do it perfectly, but I absolutely did it day after day after day. I would come to find out years later that there are entire schools dedicated to teaching meditation lying down flat on your back. You'll find many of those meditations here on this channel under the name Yoga Nidra or NSDR. You can do what serves you. You can sit up in a fancy posture, you can lean against a wall, you can sit in a desk chair, or you can lie down flat on your back. Misconception number 3. Meditation is supposed to be this perfectly stoic, zenned out, emotionless experience. Yes, there are moments of deep peace and understanding in meditation, but more than anything in this day and age, meditation is a time and space that we carve out to feel whatever it is that we need to feel. There is so much coming at us. It's kicking up all this anger, anxiety, stress, and we just keep plowing through our day, shoving all that stuff down. So of course, when we sit down to meditate, that stuff's going to be there. Those emotions are going to be waiting for us. And that's okay, because meditation is our time to process those emotions. It is absolutely okay to sit in meditation with tears pouring down your face, with anxiety coursing through your veins. If you need to meditate and scream one moment, just come back to your breath the next. You gotta feel it all to let go. And this brings us to misconception number 4. This is the big one. To meditate, I have to stop my thoughts and silence my mind. I have to have this clear blue sky of a headspace. I promise you, if you try to stop your thoughts, if you try to forcefully quiet your mind, those thoughts are just going to get louder. If you try to push against those thoughts, they're just going to push back. So instead of stopping our thoughts in meditation, what we do is we learn to watch and witness those thoughts. We become aware of those thoughts that are pulling us around like a dog on a leash. So the more that we learn to watch and witness our thoughts, the more that we reduce the emotional reactivity that exists between us and certain thoughts, certain stories in our headspace. And as we reduce that emotional reactivity, we find our peace. Meditation is not about an absence of thought. It's about an evolved relationship to our headspace. If you'd like to learn how to watch and witness your thoughts, access that deep peace and understanding, subscribe to my channel at The Lost Way Home. I will help to lead you there.